I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, to give me the spirit to do this video. This lesson is going to being rolled upon, okay? Because at some point, Esau is going to come rolling down on this, man, that flood. And you got to be ready for it, man, okay? Because at the end of the day, man, you don't fully know how you're going to react when Esau actually comes that way, man. It said he going to come down with great wrath, man, okay? Sparing none, man, like madmen. That's how they going to be when they come upon us. So you're going to have a huge target on your back, man. Claim that you're a prophet, you're a Hebrew Israelite. Now with Peter, even Peter was like, man, look, I ain't going to deny you. I'm going to be good, man. I'm willing to die. But check out what happened. We're going to go into this, man, and break down some things. Let's start at Matthew chapter 26, verse 31. Then said Yahawashi unto them, all you shall be offended because of me this night. For it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered. But after I am risen again, I will go before you into Galilee. Peter answered and said unto him, though all men shall be offended because of thee, yet will I never be offended. So Peter, in his mind frame, he was confident at that moment that he would never be offended. Okay? And Peter was a head disciple. So let's think about this. With you, okay? When Esau comes down with great wrath, are you going to be offended? Are you really going to be able to handle it, man? Because it's going to be a time that's never been on the earth before. Okay? So it's going to be very, very hectic and scary, man, and trembling. And you got to get ready for that, man, so you can have that spirit of confidence to really overcome that moment, man. Because even Peter, he's saying what he's saying right now, man. But when it got hot, he got scared. That's what we're going to go into. So let's read verse 33 again. Peter answered and said unto him, though all men shall be offended because of thee, yet will I never be offended. Yahawashi said unto him, verily I say unto you, that this night before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. Because Yahawashi already knew, man. Now Yahawashi loved Peter. And Peter loved the Lord. But, hey, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You got to remember that, man. That's why you need as much experience and wisdom. And you got to grow and gain that wisdom, man. By leisure time, by free time, by trimming, by cutting things off. So you can be laser focused. So when they roll upon us, we're ready, man. Okay? Though it's going to be scary, it says we shall be scarcely saved. But overall, we're ready. We don't get overcome by that moment. All right? Verse 35. Peter said unto him, though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee. Likewise also said all the disciples. So all the disciples said the same thing. Like, shoot, we ain't going to deny you. We're going to be good. We're going to just die with you. We're going to take the death if it need be. You know, they was talking boldly, man. But like I said, you never know how you're going to react until the moment actually happens. And this is a perfect example with Peter. Okay? Now from there, let's go to Luke chapter 22, starting at verse 52. Then Yahawashi said unto the chief priests and captains of the temple, and the elders which were come to him, be you come out as against a thief with swords and staffs? When I was daily with you in the temple, you stretched forth no hands against me. But this is your hour and the power of darkness. Right, so they were rolling upon Yahawashi. Okay, verse 54. Then took they him and led him and brought him into the high priest's house. And Peter followed afar off. Key word, afar off. Because Peter was scared. Why? It was getting real. Okay? He really had to deal with it, man. You know, it's one thing to talk, man. It's easy to say what you won't do or what you would do. But when all hell breaks loose, man, oh boy. It's going to be a crazy time, man. Your faith is going to be tested. Okay? So it said, Peter stood afar off. Verse 55. And when they had kindled a fire in the midst of the hall and were set down together, Peter sat down among them. But a certain maid beheld him as he sat by the fire, a young woman, and earnestly looked upon him and said, this man was also with him. Oh, man. She called him out. Okay? But the Spirit did that, man. It was set up. That was the will of Yahweh for it to happen that way, man. Okay? To really teach Peter. Because Peter got mercy from that situation. Verse 57. And he denied him, saying, Woman, I know him not. But wait a minute. I thought it was all good if all hell broke loose. Now keep in mind, Peter is the head disciple, man. You better than Peter? Right. Now you really think it. Because at any moment, man, all hell could break loose. It's close, man. Okay? And we got to get ready. It's going to be serious, man. It's going to be the real deal. And the ones who trim their lamps to shine brighter and brighter, those are the ones who are going to be ready, man, to overcome that moment and not be overcome by the moment through fear. Okay? Verse 58. And after a little while, another saw him and said, Thou art also of them. And Peter said, Man, I am not. So once again, Peter said, nope. Imagine in a real time, man. Peter was scared. No. I promise I was not with him. I don't know him. You know, through fear in reverse. But we got to live by faith and not by sight. In this moment, Peter was walking by the sight of things. It didn't look good. All of them coming upon Yahawashi. So you're like, man, if I stay here, they're going to get me. You know, got to have faith through those moments, man. And Peter, even when he walked on water and started to sink because he doubted, man. Okay? These were lessons. These things are written for our learning to apply when all hell breaks loose, man. That great judgment, that great day. Verse 59. And about the space of 1 hour, after another confidently affirmed, saying, Of a truth this fellow also was with him, for he is a Galilean. And Peter said, Man, I know not what thou sayest. And immediately, while he yet spake, the cock crew. Just like Yahawashi told him, man. Okay? He said, You will deny me 3 times, man. You will have 3 chances to admit that you know me. And every time you're going to deny me, man. Verse 61. And the Lord turned and looked upon Peter, and Peter remembered. Because remember, Peter was stood afar off, but he was still near, you know. So Yahawashi is witnessing this, man. Okay? He's watching Peter deny him. But Peter still was like, I don't know him because of that fear, man. But we got to have faith. And Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how he had said unto him, Before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. And Peter went out and wept bitterly. Peter cried hard, man. He was like, dang, I messed up. And the man that held Yahawashi mocked him and smote him. So, once again, man, what this lesson is going into, be prepared, man. Because it's easy to say what you ain't going to do than actually facing the action of it. Okay? Because when you go to 2 Esdras 16 verse 70, For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, upon those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem and Yahawashi, man. It's going to be a great insurrection, man. Okay? Are you going to deny the Lord in your actions? Surely you're going to say you ain't, but you should say, Lord willing, you ain't. Because like I said, it's easier to talk it than to be it. From there, let's go to Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Now, going back to the story with Peter, he was scared of that, man. Because he knew either imprisonment and death, you know, he saw that coming. He was like, oh, hell no. He didn't want no parts of it for that moment. So it says that you may be tried, tested, okay? It tells you as gold in the fire, man, tried and tested. And you shall have tribulation 10 days, but be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right, so that's an example, man, of to learn from. You got to be faithful unto death. So what? Whatever happens that comes our way, we got to have faith and not worry about the sight of it, you know? From there, let's go to Proverbs chapter 3, starting verse 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh, that great day. Be not afraid of sudden fear. Peter got scared of sudden fear, man. Because of a sudden, he saw by the sight of things that he could be taken out, man. Okay? And he was scared of the results of that situation. Okay? But we got to learn from it. Verse 26, For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Now, in this situation, Yahawashi was actually there with him. Okay? Think about it. Yahawashi was there with them. Yahawashi is with us now in the spirit, but he's not physically on the earth with us. Okay? So what you going to do? You got to walk by faith and not by sight. Because they coming, brothers. They coming, man. Sooner than you think. So get ready, trim, okay? So wisdom can keep you stable. With that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this video. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to your Akimat that is doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.